Alright, hello everyone and welcome to another video on Jurassic World the game. Today we're going to be doing a tournament run. We're going to be taking the tournament run on the new creature, the Plesiosuchus. Obviously going from Hatchling all the way up to Dominator for this new cave. This is going to be a new addition to the aquatic realm. It has got some pretty decent stats. I was checking it out. It's going to land as far as a cost in between the Suchus and the Gillicus. But it's got lots of health, 4,321 health. It's only got 900 attack. So compared to the two close ones to it, not as much attack, but a decent amount more health. So it gives up about 170 attack, which can be a lot, but it does pick up, the almost extra 1,000 health. So that's good. So this is going to be a good creature to add to the mix. So let's get this party started, shall we? Let's get in here and head into this battle. A couple of things, some folks, and I want to say thanks to everybody that's joined the channel over the last couple of weeks. Thank you, appreciate it. All the comments have been great on the videos, and it helps me try to figure out what might help you guys. So any comments that you do put down, I appreciate it. So thank you. Some of the questions I got was kind of like, why do I do what I do with the pterosaurs and a carnivore. The reason why I do that is ultimately the game is carnivore heavy, in that there's a lot more carnivores in the game than there are the other classes, especially in the lower area, and even more so once you get up past Dominator. But I find that you get a better mix of opponents, and I just have way more carnivores than I have other creatures. So this is just what I've found that works best. But you could probably do it with amphibians. In fact, I was gonna see if I have. Let's see if I can do this all with carnivore or with hybrids. So this is going to be way overkill, but let's see if we can make this whole run by using hybrids in the main slot here. See what we get here. That's actually a pretty decent matchup. It's a lot stronger than I thought we would have got, but still won't be a problem. So we'll reserve out here. Let it burn 2 on taking us out. Hopefully everybody's been staying safe, still going through obviously lockdown here in California, assuming on most of the places across the states and other places around the world, but hopefully everyone is staying safe. I'm doing this video late because I don't have a chance to do it during the day right now. Typically I would do these on my lunch break at work, but can't do that now because my lunch break currently involves doing scroll work with my oldest or putting my youngest down for his midday nap. So making do, figuring out what needs to happen. What are you gonna do, Ragosaurus? You gonna swamp? Oh, okay. And one thing I didn't pay attention to is I did not pay attention to how many attack or how many action points he had total. I don't know if he had one more or just the 3, but we'll do 3 just in case, because this guy's not going to be able to do much when he comes in anyways, so we'll see if he's got 1 reserved or not. Nope, so it was an extra one that we wasted, but that's okay, because we're still going to have enough to kill him. It'll be interesting to see how many trophies we get here. And really, you could do these tournaments in lots of different ways, right? There's lots of different ways to approach these tournaments, lots of different matchups you can approach these tournaments in. This is just one way that I approach them. You can approach them in multitudes of different ways. 26, that's not bad. But yeah, the reality is you can do these all sorts of different ways. So really find out what works best for you, your play style, your lineup that you have. Food. All right, so level 98. So we have 96. All right, let's see here. So again, we will get our creatures going here. We'll go to hybrids. Is that going to be enough? It might not be enough. Do I have another carnivore in this mix? I do not. And the reason why I have a lot of these rares, somebody was asking, why I have so many hybrids. And I have so many hybrids because when I keep my market clear, I don't necessarily have just creatures waiting to hatch. And so these lower end common rare hybrids are great fillers. Like most of the commons are 2 hours or less. So if I'm gonna be away from the game for a couple hours, I'll drop one of those in. If I'm gonna be away for 4, 5, 6 hours, I'll drop a rare hybrid in. If I'm gonna be overnight, I might drop a super rare hybrid in, maybe. Just kind of depends on what I've got going on in my hatchery, but and then it just helps build up the lineup over time. It's not like an overnight thing that I just have all these hybrids. This is after a year of doing this kind of strategy with dropping them in. There was also a time when the custom trades in the trade harbor were giving you could kind of, I don't want to say cheat the system, but there was a glitch that allowed you on your last custom trade to keep exiting the screen and then pop back in. It would give you a new offer. You couldn't change what you were trading, so if you selected coins to trade, and it showed what you could get, say 30 million coins for a legendary, you could exit out, go back in, and it would be 40 million coins for a different legendary. Exit out, go back in. 20 million for a legendary, exit out, go back in, and then all of a sudden it'd be 73 million coins for a super rare hybrid, and I take the trade. So they unfortunately have fixed that glitch, which it's a glitch, so it's good on them for fixing it. But there was a time when that was going on for a while, and I stocked up on hybrids because it was just a way to do it. And then I also found out you could do DNA for creatures, and you could pick up VIP creatures. So I did that for a while also. It was a nice glitch to know about and really take advantage of while it was around. But I digress. It is not available anymore. So sorry for those that never got a chance to experience it. Let's see. This is way overkill, but we'll do it anyways because the other one might have been too light, but we'll see what we get here. Oh yeah, no problem. A 1-shot, a 2-shot, and then another 2-shot. So reserve out here, want to take us out. I don't know if you have checked out the forums, folks, but there is an exciting update coming, I believe, next week. They don't have a timeline on it, but typically when they do release notes for an update, it's usually coming out Monday, Tuesday of the next week. But there are some changes coming to the VIP membership. And some pretty cool changes. I'm really excited they put, seems like a lot of effort into this update. Some of the stuff is not going to be overly exciting, I guess at first, but over time, there appears that there's going to be some really nice boosts to a VIP's player that you can take advantage of. There's not a whole lot of details around it. But there's stuff that's going to be new buildings for VIP players that do stuff like instant cooldowns for creatures, instant hatching for creatures, extra SDNA, extra food. The DNA tower is now going to be movable. Like, there's just a lot of really cool stuff that appears to be coming down the pipeline in this update. So it's going to be really cool. I'm really looking forward to it. And aside just from VIP players, there's going to be the new level cap. So it's going to go up to park level 90, which means 5 more spaces on the new island, which I'm excited about, because now I can do some more expansions for coins rather than Dino Bucks. I've been trying to keep it. I finally caught up at the very end of the last expansion by not expanding until I got one for a coin. And now that I'm caught up, each expansion will be for coins versus Dino Bucks, which I could go out and, do some expansions right now. And it's not a lot of Dino Bucks, only 200 Dino Bucks, right? It's not a lot, but it's more of trying to keep pace with what they think should be the expansions. And I have a whole bunch of space that I'm not using now, but if we get a bunch of new buildings for VIP players, then that's going to take up some space. So, but I mean, if you look over here, I got a whole bunch of space already. And these all cost Dino Bucks. But eventually, as soon as they raise the level cap, as soon as I tick over to 86, I'll be able to expand one of these for coin. And then the way that I purchase Plesiosuchus fossils and go through them in the trade harbor, it's not going to take me that long to get up to level 90. And so I'll be able to clear, a new 5 new spots. This will be 1, probably 2 right here. I can't click on it. 3, 4, and then 5 here. And so I'll be able to expand this space out, and I might move, these guys. I might move this stuff back in here, and then maybe set up a VIP building park or something where this, I don't know. I'll figure it out. We'll do something different. Just got this guy in a card pack before I started the video. So, a little free DNA. Let's check this real quick. Yeah, I'll take that. We got 5 minutes until the trade harbor refreshes. And then we'll come in and maybe we'll do some trades while in this video also. So it'll be a little bit of a combo video. But let's get back in here. Let's do another couple of battles. So 28 in Survivor. Typically I'm doing around a 545-ish ferocity, which would be about the same level as that last battle as far as creatures are concerned. So let's see what we got here. Let's choose here 676 and 250. That's pretty close. We'll go with the Card Raptor. But yeah, so lots of, I'm really excited to see Lydia put in, amphibians. 2 of them. This will be a fun battle. And by fun, I mean interesting. And by interesting, I mean probably some luck involved here. We'll see how this goes. 503. What is that going to be? It's going to be, okay, so I can kill him in 3, and that's what I'm going to do. So I was trying to do some math there, make sure I could actually take him out. And then, even if this guy can attack us, it's okay. So we can kill him in 2. I was going to do 1. Alright, what does Rajasaurus have as attack? 107. We're going to swap over just to make sure we can take this guy out. Not be too risky. should go for all 3. There we go. Alright, perfect. We got this one. So even though those 2 amphibians are there, it didn't give us a type of battle that is unwinnable, which is nice. Alright, so 2 there. We'll go 2 block, and then 2 reserve, so we can guarantee ourselves a victory here. There we go. This is, again, I wish in the update that they maybe do some faster PvP in quotes, timing. The computer doesn't need that long to think. 35 trophies, not too bad. That means we're a little heavy on the ferocity, but it's all right because we're not able to pick exactly a creature in the range since we're trying to use just hybrids. Oh, all right, VIP Mystery Pack. These are nice. These are nice to get, especially on here, because a lot of times you're going to get some Dino Bucks in them, like that. Kaboom! So 60 Dino Bucks, don't need the Sky Point, so we're actually going to exit out and drop that off to make sure we don't forget about it before we go in to do our Trade Harbor refreshes. Place that guy down, and then we're going to sell it. Don't need it. Alright. Trade Harbor has not refreshed yet, so we'll go do another battle. What do we got? I got Hunter League level 80. Alright, so this is actually Corner Raptor battle time. Let's see if I have another one that's available at that level. Hybrids. I do not, but I do have a Metrolong, which is about the same level. 676, 259. It's almost exactly what I need. And this should give us 40 trophies. If not 40, 39. Should be dang close. Alright, you got Dracorex in this one. The most recent new creature before the one that we're fighting for now. And it's too bad that I don't know why they have gone away from using the same creatures that you're winning as the battle creatures. So what I mean is, if we're going to win an aquatic, we should be using aquatic creatures. That's my personal opinion. I feel like that's the best way to go about making sure that your benches don't get all out of whack. But there hasn't been a Cenozoic or aquatic battle in, it seems like, forever, especially for a tournament creature. So it's just weird. I don't know why they've gone away from it. I don't know if they got complaints about people saying, I don't have enough of those creatures to be able to do, X, Y, Z. But I feel like they don't get much use. I mean, we've got a couple events a week that use the aquatics and the Cenozoics, and that's it. It feels like they've, I don't want to say they've been forgotten about, because we've had some new creatures for the aquatic and the Cenozoic side of things, but it's like, why? I don't know why they don't make them more of a utilized class option for the game. I don't get it. That's where I want to go. Alright, let's see. Dracorex, what are you gonna do? You should use at least one for a guaranteed kill here. There we go, perfect. I'd be really excited about a Dracorex hybrid. I think it would be a really cool creature, but I am excited that they're putting just regular creatures into the game. While hybrids are nice, I think actual dinosaur-esque creatures are better. They don't necessarily help my game at all because I'm in the hybrid stage of things. But it is nice to get just some new creatures, especially as they expand the parks and stuff like that. So it's like we got space. It's nice that we get to utilize them with some creatures. All right, I bet the trade harbor is up now. Oh, it's not. Oh, it should be. Okay, well, it just didn't show us the little symbol thing. All right, so let's refresh this. Let's see what we get here. No, yes. Some food. Yes, there's those. Cash. Give me the cash. No. Not doing a Spinoraptor for VIP points. Or a Carnoraptor for VIP points, for that matter. Not gonna do it. Oh, I'll take that, though. Yeah, it's a good food trade there. And if I get another one of those, I might be able to do a custom trade of food for something else. There's a good Apatosaurus fossil trade. No, don't want to do that. No, I guess I'll do that. So I spent almost all of my DNA on Plesiosuchus on the creature discount on Thursday. So I picked up 4 of them, and I just gotta wait for them to hatch out now. But that's why my DNA is so low. It'd been nice to have gotten some coins for DNA trades that are sometimes common. Let's replenish those coins. 23, 22, and we're done. So you get all these extra coins. Give us some packs, Ludia. Give us some packs to spend coins on. It'd be fantastic. All right, let's, now that we got that done, well, we'll wait to see if we win any creatures before we put anything in that first slot. All right, let's get in here and keep this train going. Hunter League, rank 33. What do we got? All right, so around 895 total ferocity. Again, ferocity is the taking the health of your creature and adding the attack with a multiplier of 3.2-ish on it. Adding all 3 of your creatures up, divided by 3, gets you the average ferocity of your team. And for a battle at this ranking, you want to be somewhere around that 890 to 900-ish, really 850 to 900-ish ferocity to give you a good matchup. Doable matchup worth 40 points, basically, is what we're looking for here. Let's see what typically I'm doing something with some serious attack and decent health, which is above these guys, and I might not have anything in that. See, this guy right here is gonna be overkill, but not by too much, so we'll go ahead and go here. This is gonna be like 9, 10-ish. Maybe even a little bit higher than 9, 10, 9, 20-ish ferocity. So we'll see how many trophies we get and what kind of matchup we get. So doable matchup. 2-shot this amphibian. Is that going to be a 2-shot? What is that going to be? It's not going to be a 2-shot. It's going to be a 3-shot. What do we have coming in after us? 348. That is a high hitting. So we're going to do this. The reason why we're doing this is the amphibian has actually got less attack, even though it's bonus, than the other 2 creatures. It's like its weakest creature. So let's see. Oh, of course it does that. Alright, so this is where it's going to get tricky here. So we're going to go. Alright, so that was a good guess. Could have done a little bit less. Be nice if he goes for All right, let's see. Decisions. I'm gonna go 4 here. Yeah, so he's going for 6, so we should go for all of them. Or at least 5. It'd be great if he goes for 5. There we go, okay, well, all 6, there we go. Okay, so now we gotta be selective. So we're gonna take 3 here. Just barely 3. We're gonna block 3. And then hopefully he's gonna go for 4. If he only goes for 3, that's okay also, but hopefully he goes for 4. If he can 2-shot us, so typically they will go for it if they can 2-shot you. Yeah, there we go. The bad part is now we can't take any shots from the next guy. So we're gonna have to swap out here, which is good because it means we only have 3 reserve, which means that when he comes in with his 4, he knows he can kill us as long as he goes for all 4. And that's what we need him to do. Perfect. Okay, so now we can do this here. So we've got 2 to kill him. Let's see. 2 to kill him. We got 4 to block because we can't take a hit. We got 1 extra. So he should go for hopefully all 4 because again, 1 shot will kill us. And we just need to go for at least 1 to not have to guess anything here. But typically they'll go for all 4. Oh, typically did not happen. Okay, so it's a decision, right? So the likelihood that he is blocking all 4 is technically, I guess, 1 in 4. So it's a 25% chance, but there's a 75% chance that he's not doing one of those things. And so it's better just go for it like that. But I have seen it where they will block all 4. It's very rare that they do that. I mean, very rare, like less than 25%, but I've seen it happen. All right, up into Predator, but we got a code 19 going on. So let's pick up this reward and then go see who's knocking on their cage door. 75 DNA is not too bad. All right. And I just recently posted a whole bunch of data on the forums on code 19s. Because there's a lot of stuff that you can do to increase your potential rewards. Is that Uriops or is that Ichthyostega? That is, I think, Ichthyostega. So let me see if I have a tracking for him yet. Mine does not appear that I do. So, but 230. That's because I only have a couple of guys in this paddock. 31 moves, and of course I missed the very first move. Excellent. So we're not getting max, which I think would have been around 400 DNA. We will get something less than that. Let's see what we managed to do here. Two more matches. All right. So one more. Oh my gosh. Terrible. Terrible ending. Could have gotten at least the 230. Probably would have been closer to 300. Okay, let's see. What did we have in that paddock? All right, so we got 7 creatures. 230. What would that have been? 230. So that should have been 395. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong. Looking at tournaments. It's not tournaments. It's a legendary creature. I wonder I don't have a tracking for it. Let's see. 230. I don't have a slot for that on the legend. Oh, I do. Okay. Yeah. So it would have been 395. Is what that would have been in total if we would have done perfect, which we didn't. So that's what we get. But as far as maximizing your DNA opportunities, you want to have as many creatures in your paddocks as you can. They don't have to be high level. You just got to have creatures in there. And then if you have higher level creatures, it's better for both super DNA as well as experience, if you need the experience. But DNA is really based on how many creatures you have in the paddock. So the more creatures you have in there, the better chance you are going to have at getting a higher level code 19. So you just want to keep them in there. So I'm going to attempt to, I don't want to say not fuse as many of my creatures, but I'm just going to make sure that I am not doing too much crazy stuff with fusing. All right, where were we just at? There we go, perfect. All right, so let's get back to where we were. All right, so this was Predator, higher level Predator, 1410. With 500 attack. Go with Indominus Rex. Indominus Rex. I'm gonna run into Carnoraptors here pretty soon. Oof. This is gonna be a tough battle. We are getting our first overmatch, meaning that our matchup here is way exceeding our actual ferocity. So either we are way low, or this is just and we're not way low. So I believe this is just the one opportunity where we're getting, I don't want to say screwed by the game, but sometimes you get these kind of off the wall matches where it just gives you a tough ass matchup. And that's what we got right here. Alright, how many attacks is this going to take? Oh god, it's going to take a lot. Oh, what is the scale? I typically don't have to go up so high. It's going to have to be like a 6 attack. 6 attack, something crazy like that. Alright, so that was 3. I have to swap out here and kind of hope that he goes for all 4 to have any chance here. Because if we can get to that Stegatops, of course he swaps. And we'll use his 2. Alright. So he's got 1 left. Alright. So he's gonna swap. Question is he gonna go for all 4 when he swaps? Really need him to swap to the, yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Been perfect here to swap to the Lythran X. Okay, excellent. Okay, 3. Okay, so maybe he's gonna be in the 3 kind of locked in mode here. So this is our best chance here. 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're gonna have to block 3. Shoot, he's gonna kill us. He's gonna kill us. He's gonna have 5, and he's gonna take all 5. Unless we're just lucky. Unless we're lucky here. Nope. Wah, wah, wah. You can't win all of them. 94, yeah, see, that should have been a doable match, but that was not a... I mean, again, had we gotten lucky, and maybe if we would have done a 3 block with 1 creature still left, maybe we would have been okay. Maybe. But sometimes you just get dealt a bad hand, and that's what I would consider that as a overmatch. And since that guy's not available anymore, we're gonna have to go up to this Carnoraptor, and this is gonna be or it should be technically way overmatched for this level. So we'll see what we get here. Yeah, see, like, cakewalk. Had we gotten that on the last one, it would have been no problem. But again, the higher the team you bring to the battle based on the ranking that you are in the league that you're in is going to determine the matchup that you get. I know it's a lot, but the stronger the team that you bring comparative to the league and the rank within that league that you are determines the matchup that you will receive. And so some people are like, I don't know why I'm getting destroyed in this tournament. The game's too hard. It's not too hard. It's just you're bringing the wrong level of team for that particular league and that particular rank within that league. And there are very specific cutoffs. I haven't nailed them all down, but as you progress up the rankings in the league that you're in, if you don't progress with the ferocity that the computer is thinking that you should be bringing, you will get smashed on. And then sometimes, typically like that last match we just had, you'll just get smashed on because the computer feels like it. It's just, there's no rhyme or reason to it. It's just you draw a bad matchup. So there's some randability in the matchmaking. So it just kind of depends. But there's plenty of data out there that if you pay attention to it, you can set yourselves up to basically not have any surprises. Now, I try to float on the edges, right? So I'm trying to maximize the trophies that I get, right? 40 is the maximum, 20 is the minimum. I could technically just bring my strongest creatures, I could go straight to level 20 VIPs starting down in, Prey League and just wipe out what's coming at me. But I'm going to get 20 trophies. And if I'm getting 40 trophies, it's like doing 2 battles for the price of 1. If I was using max level creatures or creatures that are, way outside of what the computer thinks you should be bringing for that level. So I'm trying to maximize trophies while minimizing the number of battles that I do in order to get to where I want to get in the tournament. And so, again, it's play style, right? So it depends on what you want to do. But, I've got plenty of creatures up here that I could just load up into. I don't have to do this, I got to pick exactly who I want to play. But I do it because I like the challenge of trying to find that line of, okay, if I want the max amount of trophies and I want to be able to, win a match, what do I need to do in order to bring a team that's going to be appropriate for this particular level? And so now I'm running out of carnivores. So I'm in a dry spot of carnivores. So what I'll do is I will swap over. Should we do some amphibians? Because that's the other creature that, these are going to be about the same as doing a Carnoraptor. Not much different. Actually, we'll do the cool source here. So here, take this guy off, go back down, get rid of the hybrids, go to herbivores. We'll do 2 herbivores on the side. And the reason I'm doing the herbivores with the amphibian pair and the same thing with the pterosaurs and the carnivore is I believe that the game also looks at, okay, you're bringing in herbivores, I'm going to give you carnivores. but that's why I've got the amphibian to offset the carnivores. And the same thing with the pterosaurs. If it sees me bringing pterosaurs, I want it to think it needs to bring herbivores to take on my pterosaurs, which again, I got that strong carnivore to, battle off. So I'm doing cross-class so that way we've got hopefully good matchups. Now if I get a pterosaur, see, there you go, look at that. 2 beautiful carnivores that are going to be lunch, or technically a late night snack at this point for my amphibian here. So this should be right around the 40 trophies, might be 38, 39 trophies. But based on this matchup, it's given us some really easy carnivores, so this might have been a little overkill. But again, it thought we were bringing 2 herbivores, so why wouldn't you bring carnivores? But again, I don't want to say it's hacking the game, but it's setting up the matchup to give you the best possible outcome, and to kind of, screw with the matchmaking on the other side in your favor. Doesn't always happen this way, but it's kind of the best possible outcome that you can have with this. Set yourself up to get a good matchup and a good amount of trophies. Let's take this guy out. Blocked all 3. Doesn't matter. Right. Let's see. 40 trophies. Boom. Okay. Beautiful. Alright, 44. Alright, now we are in Carnoraptor territory, so we'll switch back over to Carnoraptors. I would be very stoked if we landed on the tournament pack. It is not a normal thing. I've only done it, I think, once, maybe twice, the entirety of the couple of years that I've been playing, but when you land on it, it is nice. It is a very nice prize. It'd be really cool to land on it, considering this is a creature that's not released yet. Is that stinking amphibian out there? So let's... And so, as you get higher and higher, it might even be worth it to switch over now to amphibians, because I got plenty of them. The likelihood that you're going to get high health pterosaurs is very low. And it might be higher now that Tapigelisaurus is in the mix. But before Tapigelisaurus, there was not any high health pterosaurs that if you had a high attack amphibian that you couldn't, deal with fairly easily as you get into the higher levels, right? Because the one thing that the tournament does have going for it that I'd say PvE does not is they are capped, because these are quote-unquote real players that we're facing. They've got capped levels, so they can't go to, bring creatures level 1,000 and something, where they can just take a typical pterosaur that's got good health and just level it up to some crazy amount that is not really doable. They can't do that. So they're stuck with using real creatures and real levels of creatures. Because of that, there is a shortage of pterosaurs at the upper end of the game. You got Metrophodon, which has got great attack, but no health. Oh, you stinking... All right, we're going to go all 4 block here. Whew. Is this going to be enough? Or is he going to kill us? Is that enough to kill us? It might be enough to kill us. We might be dead here. No, just barely. Okay, good. Okay, I was sweating it there. But because there's a lack of pterosaurs up at the upper ranges with high health and high attack, if you bring amphibians, you're actually in a better position to not run into crazy amphibians or crazy pterosaurs that are going to really mess you up. But as you get into the upper ranges of the game, there's a whole lot of carnivores, and there's some decently high health amphibians, like the Plesiosuchus, the Eriops. So if you're bringing carnivore and the game decides to match you up with some of those, it becomes very hard to outclass those guys. And so I'm going to bring an amphibian here. See what we get mixed with here. So let's do... the Osteosaurus. It's pretty close to the Carnoraptor. Let's see what we get. See, and there's that high health Pterodactylus. So that's okay. Not ideal. And I'm going to hope that he's going to swap that Pterodactylus in on his next move here. So I'm going to block 1, reserve 2. Typically they're going to swap to get class advantage. Let's see if there it goes. It would really be nice if he attacks here. Excellent, perfect, okay. So now we can take him out. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll go ahead and block 1 here. Probably could have just reserved that one, but I don't want to get too low on health. He's probably going to swap. There it goes. That's 2 attack. Probably not going to... Oh, he did it. Okay. Yeah, well, that's good. It's because now we are going to swap over. He sees that we have 3 possible blocks, but he's got 4, so he should use all 4 and kill us. If not 4, it'll be 3. There we go, 4. We'll take him out. Carnoraptor will swap in. We'll have plenty to kill him, and we should be good. Again, most of these matches that they give you are going to be winnable. It just depends on how you play the game and pay attention to what it's offering you on the other side. So it doesn't matter what he does here. He can block all 4. It doesn't matter because we've got 2 extra, so we'll be able to take him out on our next turn, regardless of what he does. This ended up being a long video. Apologize about all the other stuff that's been popping up that I've been sidetracking onto, but hopefully you guys will find some good information in here. Oh, there's code 19. Speaking of making this video long, that's gonna be enough to take us into Dominator. Yes, perfect. Oh, just barely squeak in. All right. $100 DNA. Let's go take care of this code 19. Who do we got? 8305. This is gonna be a 390 total maximum available. Let's see if we can get a perfect here. One down. Gosh, dang it. Well, so much for the perfect. So much for the perfect. I don't know, it's kind of weird once you aren't getting the perfect, it's like the rest of it goes so much smoother. And I think it's because there's no pressure to get it perfect now, because you can't. So I don't know if it just makes it easier in my head, because obviously the difficulty doesn't change. It's just nerves are not there anymore, I guess, about trying to maximize it all the way. 450. All right, let's do one more battle here in this tournament. All right, so we are in Dominator. So like I said before, we are switching over to amphibians. And I've got my pack of Plesiosuchus here. So I basically shuffle. So for once I'm in Dominator, you know, I got to do roughly 10-ish battles a day to stay there. When I'm doing this, right, because that's 400 trophies a day, so it'll be 400 on Saturday, 400 on Sunday, and typically it's going to be more because I'm going to do more than 10, right? So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Plesiosuchuses, and then I'll also go into the Plesiosuchus and the Metroposaurus as well, because they've got, again, high attack and enough health to survive most things that are thrown at me. So typically I'm doing 11 to 12 battles a day, which is plenty to stay in Dominator. Once you're up here, decent creatures here, especially the Plesiosuchus. So I'm actually not gonna kill this Lythronax right off the bat, because I want him to swap it around and burn some action points off while doing so. Question is he gonna swap it to the second spot? Typically they will, because they want that class advantage, but Plesiosuchus is gonna have a lot of attack on him. So it's gonna do 1 block to reserve. See if he swaps. Here he goes. Oh, he did swap all the way to the bottom, but he did attack, so that's okay, because this is gonna be a 2 attack to kill him. Do 2 block. So we're gonna have a pterosaur coming in. But again, not a high attack, which is nice. But enough for him hopefully to go for something. There we go, is perfect. Alright, so 3 to kill him. 2 to block, because he's gonna have 4 coming in. We can't survive 3, but we can survive 2. We just need him to go for at least 1, since we can one-shot him. But typically up in Dominator, you're going to get high-level carnivores with... what is the deal with the computer not making the move? Luckily we have an extra creature, so we can just bring him in, let him go for it. And the reason being is if he was blocking all 4, he could have come back and killed us, which would have been bad. So now it doesn't matter, because when we get in, we're going to have 7. Well, if he doesn't attack us, which would be amazing, but we're going to have 7, and so he's not going to have any choice but to die. Alright, let's get this match over. I got some super DNA to go collect. That's it. It's really about making sure that you're setting yourself up to win based on your creature lineup and your play style. That's how I play. But like I said earlier in the video, there's so many different ways you can approach a tournament. And depending on what your bench is, you got to kind of figure out, oh gosh, one more. I know it's pre-programmed, but man, I sure like to tease you with where those things are landing. All right, obviously we did that, but let's go pick up all of these bad boys. So yes, we participated. Yes, we reached prey, jumped over prey, went through hunter, and we made it to Dominator. Whew, that was a long match run, and none of those are what we need. So we won't do any of those. And I hope everybody has a safe weekend. Might do another video over the weekend, we'll see. If I do, obviously I'll let you guys know and post it. So everybody stay safe, and I'll catch you on the next video. If you made it this far, I appreciate you watching all the way to the end. Subscribing to my channel and clicking the notification bell will ensure that you'll be notified as I release videos on the channel. If you found this video helpful, let me know by hitting the like button. If there is something specific you would like a video on in the game, please leave a message in the comment section below on what you would like to see. Again, thank you for tuning in, and I will catch you on the next one.